Hello my beauties, today I have come up with a very traditional makeup look because I'm wearing a kurta, I'm going out, and sometimes I need a little bit of dose of traditional wear because it is my jam. I mean, look at this. Can you not wear this kind of a makeup look when you're going out? I mean, I can definitely pull it off. So if this is your jam, if you like to wear traditional makeup or traditional clothes, please keep on watching the video. So today I'm going to focus on my eyes because we are wearing traditional, तो eyes पे कुछ बनता है. So that's why I'm going to keep my base makeup very minimal. I'm not going to apply the foundation, but I'm going to use this. This is called Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. If someone doesn't know about this is in the shade 5 and it's just a filter. It's not the foundation or anything. People use it as a primer as well as the highlighter, but today we are going to use it for a tint, because it has got some tint and we are going to use that. And I'm just placing it on my periphery and onto the nose, center of the forehead. Guys, if you see closely my face, I have got lots of open pores over here on both the sides and I can't do anything about it, and that's why I'm just going to apply this Hollywood Flawless filter on my periphery and not going under like around my nose. So I'm just placing it over here, and we are going to avoid the center part of my face. And look how beautifully it has covered, I mean given some coverage. And we are going to fix our blemishes with the concealer that we are going to use next. This product doesn't set properly, I mean it remains wet, and that is why you need to blend it out perfectly. And if there are any streaks with the brush, you can take the beauty blender and you can apply it like this. Okay, this is how we are going to get rid of all the streaks that were created by the brush. And this much coverage we have got with the Hollywood Flawless filter, and now I'm going to add the coverage with the concealer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the concealer over here at the back of my hand. It's because I need a very sheer coverage of the concealer on my face. I don't want to create a lot of layer since we are going to focus more on the eyes. So I'm just using this brush from Real Techniques and I'm buffing out simultaneously while I'm applying it. And if we need more, we are going to take more, and we're going to add the whole layer to our face, but not much. So last time when I did the makeup was for the a very glam kind of a makeup. I think people don't appreciate much of the glam makeup since we don't go out that much as compared to other girls like from different countries. Indian girls like to be with their own circle, and I understand that you guys don't like to wear that much amount of makeup. So I'm going to bring out the series where we are just going to focus on covering the blemishes and not putting up the whole glam look. And like I'm going to create more wearable looks that you can use it on Saturday nights rather than way too much glam makeup. Okay, I'm just dabbing all the concealer that I have applied on my face with the same brush that we have used earlier, and I'm blending it out. Okay, looking upon the mirror, I realized that I've got some bumps on my cheeks, so we are just going to place, there's nothing on my hand, but still whatever is left, I'm going to use it to conceal my pimples. I mean, who doesn't break out these days? These are the adult acne because of the hormonal imbalance, and this one is, you know, because of the reaction I got from using some product. I'm not going to reveal the name because I haven't signed the contract or anything as such, so I can't use the name of the brand. But whatever I use on YouTube or on Instagram, these are the products that works for me, and they are better, like, you know, they don't react to the skin, since I have got very sensitive skin and I have got some kind of you know, eczema over here in this area. So you can trust my skin to, you know, use all those products. Whichever I use, they are skin sensitive friendly and eczema friendly and adult acne friendly and whatnot. So whatever we have done is enough for our base. We are going to set it before we do anything else. Guys, my Huda Beauty powder is over, so I'm trying my Chanel powder because this is little, you know, it is not as yellow as the Huda Beauty, but we're going to try it out how it works on our skin. So this powder comes with the puff as well, but for underneath my eyes, I need to have my brush, and I'm going to dip it in. Let me take out some bit of the product like this, and we have got a ton of product. I mean, this is the problem with the packaging. It comes off with ton of product that we don't require, and we are stuck with all the powder in our package. So before applying the powder, I'm going to dab it underneath my eyes if there are any creases. We are just going to get rid of the creases like this, and the powder is little ashy on me, but it doesn't reflect in the camera. In person it looks little ashy, so that's why I wasn't using it. But since we are out of Huda Beauty powder, we have to use this for underneath our eyes like this, onto the nose. This powder works really well. I mean, I have used its you know, strength and capability in Indian summer, but it doesn't have that yellow finish to the powder that we have it for Huda Beauty banana bread shade. I mean, can you see the difference, like my forehead and this part? Don't worry, we have applied the Hollywood Flawless filter, but the shine is going to come through with all the setting. Since I'm going out, I need to perfect my makeup as well. So there is too much of powder I'm applying, but don't worry, this is Indian summer. We are going to get our shine back. Alright, looking at my face, the base is looking very nice and very chic. It looks like that I have applied the tinted foundation, but this is the filter as well as the concealer. Now we are going to move on to the bronzer, and this is again Chanel. I love bougie products. That is my, you know, the place where I spend a lot of money. So please don't come at me like I'm using bougie products. I love it, and you should try at least one of those products. Now, as you can see, I've got lots of blemishes over here. I'm not going to hide it or conceal it with a concealer. Whatever amount of product we have used, I needed that kind of a look. So let's begin with the bronzing. I'm just dabbing it because I don't want to disrupt whatever products we have applied underneath, because I've got pimple, and remember we have applied the concealer on the pimple as well. So just dab it, okay, and try to create the structure with the bronzer to work as a contour, right? This is sold as a beige cream bronzer, and the shade is perfect for me to be worked as a bronzer. I have told you multiple times, this product is 30 grams product. You're going to get tired of using it, but it is not gonna get over if you're using it on daily basis. Even then, this product is not going to get over. So we are going to hold our ears like this, and we're going to create a chisel jawline, right? Don't forget to blend out this part, because if you're taking photographs, you're going to get that unblended part in your photos. All right, you guys, have you tried this trick which I'm telling you, like holding the ears and applying the contour or the bronzer? Have you tried this chisel face trick or not? Just let me know in the comment section, because I want to know that are you using all these tricks and tips at home with your makeup or not. So I'm applying a little bit on my forehead. We are going to fix my big forehead problem. All right, I'm putting it on my temples. This is the place that we are going to structure our face, right? And whatever is left on our brush, applying it straight on the nose like this, and on this side it becomes a little difficult for me to blend, so I'm a little cautious over here, and I'm placing it on the bridge where it gets connected with the brows. Moving on to the brows, I'm going to do a very traditional brows which I do in every video. I'm not going to make a boyish brows, but just I'm going to fill it up with this bad boy. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade, and I'm going to use a little bit of it, and we're going to need the mirror. I'm going to fast forward this. I've done this brow off camera, and I have added this element because we are going to pull all the look together before we do our eyes. So moving on to the eyes, I'm going to use this Mama Earth eyeliner. I mean, it's a kajal, but kajal is the integral part of traditional makeup. If you don't apply the kajal while wearing the traditional clothes, the look is going to be incomplete, So I'm going to put it on my lower lashes as well, like I'm putting it over here, and little bit over here. You can stop at this point if you don't want to add more element to your eye makeup. This much amount of makeup is enough, but if you want little bit of oomph, just like I want, we're going to create the, you know, wing liner with the kajal. And I'm being a little bit cautious over here because I don't want to do a lot of cleaning, you know, because I'm getting late. That's the main thing. When you're getting late, I'm taking a liner brush and I'm going to drag whatever we have applied over here for a soft wing, this, and create a soft wing like this. Can you see that? Let's apply a little bit onto the face as well. Why not add a little more than we have applied, right? And underneath our jaws and onto our forehead like this. Not much, but a little bit. Moving on to the blush, since we have applied a very small little base, I'm not going with the cream blush because it's gonna disrupt our base makeup. So I'm going with Cabana Boy. No, sorry, it's Down Boy, and I'm taking it with the brush like this. And this brush is, you know, it has natural fibers, it is not synthetic fibers, so I'm going to dab it. Natural bristles are made of, you know, goat hair or something like horse hair. These are not synthetic brushes. This one is the natural bristle brush from Pro Art. So we are going to dab it like this. You guys, you should know if your brushes are synthetic. You can use it in a particular manner, and if your brushes are natural bristles, you can't use to apply the way you apply your synthetic brushes. Alright, for the highlighter, I'm using the same Charlotte Tilbury Superstar highlighter because it's a very huge, you know, highlighter. Like, it's been 11 grams, so I am aiming to finish it, and I'm just applying it over here. Like, I'm blending it out. Like, look at the glow. Oof. And I'm placing it just below the liner which we have created, and over here as well, and going below the liner and onto the highest part of our cheeks like this, and onto our nose. Yeah, look at the glow, man. And under the sides of the nose over here as well, right? And to apply it over here on this part, I want this part to be glowing. I need my brows to be lifted, so I'm applying it over here, right? And over here onto the forehead, little bit onto our, you know, décolleté. Even if I'm wearing traditional makeup, why not do the glowing part of the chest? For the lips part, I think I'm going to go with Huda Beauty lip liner in the shade Flirt. This is the shade Flirt, and I'm going to apply it just on the lips and the lower part of the lips as well. It glides so smoothly since we have applied the lip balm, so my lip liner is gliding like anything, right? Lipstick, I'm going with Meher. It's a very special shade. It was made specially for Indian skin tones by Mickey Contractor in the name of his wife. The shade is a perfect shade for Indians, and look at the shade. At this point you can stop your makeup, but I'm going to apply the bindi because it's my favorite thing to do, and I'm going to place it in the middle. Okay, it is not in the middle, right? Yeah, so that's where the look is complete. And let me tell you one thing, that whenever you're wearing green color, or like, you know, if it is any shade of green, you need to add a little bit of pink onto your makeup because it is going to balance the whole look. That's it for today, and please like, share, subscribe, and do all that jam that you do, and please help me grow my channel. It is going to help me a lot, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye.